Hey everyone, welcome to the Introspective Detective channel. My name is Alan Ray, and on this channel we explore life and the human experience through the lens of spirituality. In this video, we are going to examine the question, what is the ego? When we hear the word ego, most of us tend to think of more extreme egoic examples, such as the guy at the gym that we see checking himself out in the mirror, or maybe a really competitive, aggressive coworker at the office, or perhaps that narcissistic friend who can't stop taking pictures of herself with her phone. These illustrations might help us to recognize the more extreme examples of the ego, but they really only provide a surface level understanding of this concept. So when we use the word ego, what's really being said here? When we go within and explore this concept in depth, self-observation ultimately reveals the ego to be the false self, or as I hear Eckhart Tolle often refer to it, the mind-made self. But in order for that statement to make much sense, we need to go back in time for a little context, back to when we were all little. So think back with me for a moment to when you were young, let's say single digits, and your only cares in the world were riding your bike or playing Nintendo, maybe playing tag or hide and seek with your friends. Remember when you were younger, how you didn't care so much about what other people thought about you, if at all? It's like it wasn't even a consideration, wasn't even on the radar. Remember how it felt when your only worry was getting home on time so that you didn't get in trouble with mom and dad and risk getting grounded. Or maybe you worried about missing your favorite cartoon, other trivial things. But my deeper point being, remember how much happier and how much freer life felt back then? Now, when we first arrive here on Earth, notice how innocent the young are. At a young age, we're much more open. We're kinder, we're softer, we're quicker to share, we more readily accept things. Then as we age and we engage the world around us, we incrementally begin to realize that there are parts of ourselves, vulnerable parts of ourselves, that we can't show other people, or we run the risk of becoming hurt, or even worse, ostracized from the crowd. So what happens is we slowly begin to bury certain aspects of who we are. This is where the process begins of losing our true authentic self. So we allow these undesirable traits, and the word undesirable as defined by others. So we allow these undesirable traits to fade to the background as we bring forth and exemplify those character traits which are more desirable to the outside world. So we commonly call this mask that we've all donned a personality, and it can also be called the ego. Most of us don this personality mask permanently once we enter the mental ritual of adulthood, never to remove it again. Now, speaking of masks, think about how many different masks we all wear each day. And what I mean by that is there's the you that you present to your coworkers, and then there's the you that you show your significant other. If you're a parent, there's the you that you show your children. All of these masks are different. So the question becomes, how often do we sit with our true authentic self? How often do we take off the mask? Now, the good thing is the real you, your true authentic self, is behind all that. You are consciousness. You're the awareness behind your thoughts. The ego, in simple terms, is the you that the world told you you should be. So it's that mental mess that's constantly running top speed through our overstimulated minds. So there's the you think you are, the ego. Then there's the real you who knows better, or I should say knows truer. So in order for all this to crystallize, take time for quietude. Slow down, meditate, be still, and begin to learn what's going on inside you. Get to know yourself better than you do at present, regardless of your present level of self-awareness. So, given that the answer to this question that we're exploring within this video, what is the ego? This answer was available to you by going within. Who knows what else is waiting within to be discovered? If you found the information in this video to be of value, please click the like button and be sure to subscribe to receive future content like this. For you specifically, what has your experience been in this area? Are there certain things you've struggled with, or things that you've been able to overcome that might be of assistance to others? Please share your perspective and thoughts in the comments below. Have a happy day. Remember that sometimes we have to make the decision to be happy. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video.